Hello everyone, and welcome back to some more Cards action. Different year, same old, same old. Let's get into it. We're going to be playing 5 games as is tradition, and looking at some of the comments on the last couple of videos. Someone mentioned using Germany as our allied nation for the bounce deck. So we're going to be, I built something really quickly, but we're going to give US Germany bounce a try and see how well it does. So with that being said, we'll see you for round number 1. All right, first opponent against Monty Burns himself. You would think at this point he'd be dead, but alas, not the case. All right, so we'll keep the Panzer 35T and the infantry regiment. I think we want to dump. We want to draw that a little later on when we have a little more, hopefully, board control. Chafe is something that I'm trying out. I really want this card to be good, but I haven't found a good fit for it. So dump everything, keep the Panzer. Perfect. It's a perfect hand here. Depending on what they do, we are facing we are facing the US, so I guess it really does depend on what they do, but most likely, yeah, we'll just drop a Panzer and start hitting them for 2. So far pretty good. We've got all of our nice early aggressive pieces. We really want to start drawing into some of our mid to late game cards now. So Shermans would be nice. We can do it. Things like that. Yep, that's fine. Next turn I think we just bring up the Red Devils, play another Panzer. Smack for potentially 4 if they don't have anything, which it looks like they don't. Perfect. Call it and you shall receive it. So this is a pretty aggressive start for us. And next turn we might just want to get the Sherman down and swing in with whatever Panzers are left alive. Still have quite a bit of gas left in the tank. Apologies if I shook on the camera there. My cat just jumped on my my desk here. Hopefully they don't get in the way of this recording, or else they're getting booted out. Yep, just play the Sherman and get in here for another 2. So they have the 22nd Infantry Regiment, which means we want to maintain control of the front line as much as possible. Denies draws at it. If they're playing US, chances are they've got some other cards here that really want them to have control of the front line. So we're going to try to maintain the front line to our advantage here. Ooh, that's rough. I was wondering if you may have thought that he could bring that back. We could smack for 4. I think we're okay with that. We'll start bringing in the Congo line here. But we've got 2, one bigger threat in the front line and one that's got some built-in protection here. So, all right, he can make that trade there. Let's see if he has anything for the Red Devils. Looks like he's got quite a bit of options there. Not the best use of that, but might just not have him any other place to make. So we'll take that that offering there. I think we just play one of these, and you know what, let's get another unit on the front line. I really don't want to see the front line control here. What's the word I'm looking for? Secede? English is a tough language sometimes. I'd be hard pressed to think of cards that can get him out of the situation, in all honesty. Especially at this, at the credits he's at right now. So a free chance to trigger the island hopping. We'll definitely take it up. He's obviously going to trade there. Let's see what other plays he has here. Yep. Let's go in for one here. I'd rather have him make the trade here, especially because it costs him so much to operate it. Hoping that the Red Devils don't just get killed by some other... What are the chances? What are the chances? Yep. I think because he's so close to death, we're fine just bouncing the engineer regiment here. Pursue Panzer 4F. I have a good feeling we'll win next turn. And there it is. Alright, so starting off with a nice W here. Deck seems pretty... That match in particular, I wasn't feeling under pressure at any point in the game, so a good start to our series here. See you for round 2. Welcome back. Round 2, facing 1974129965. Powerful name, and I'm sure powerful player here. So again, facing US, so let's get rid of pursuit and half track. Actually, get rid of infantry. We'll keep the combat engineers, and hopefully we draw some there. Sucks drawing 2 of these, but what can you do when you live in a shoe? Hopefully, so we're really looking to draw Sherman here to start our card draw. Yep. Offer up the trade if he wants to take it here. Next turn we can dump a couple more infantry regiments. Yep. Yep. All right, so we've got control front line, but it's it's an X1, so I don't expect it to survive. I will definitely make that trade. Okay, yeah, we are definitely getting rid of the Wildcats there, and then that's also another sweet one here. Is there a reason to bring up the combat engineers? Sure. I think they've served their purpose, and one more unit in the front line might help us in the long run here. Next turn I might just weaken do it. Buff these guys up. Yeah, it seems like they're just going to play this, and I don't know if they'll have any other plays to make with 1 credit left. Seems like a tough decision on their front, which is usually not a good sign for us. Yeah. Oh, this is actually interesting. I think we still just do this. Yeah. And swing in here. Next turn we can play the second California. Get it a 7-3, assuming the engineer survives. We've got pressure, we've got some big booties here in the front line, so feeling pretty good. It's pretty nice. I actually might just, with that being said, trade. Or do I? Huh. This is interesting. That was a tough decision to make, but I feel like if we left the Stug open, it just gives them too many opportunities to get value off of the one armor. So I made the trade there. That's definitely getting eaten next turn. And let's just come up the board some more here. Yep. I really just want the California in the front line. It absorbs so many attacks. It ends up being like, look at this. Yeah, it's going to be a 3-for-1 potentially. Yeah, perfectly fine with this series of events here. Yeah, we're definitely going to use the Hellcat to take care of that. Bring this up. And I think we can start getting our Skytrain value here. So at this point, because their supply line's full, having the Red Devils or the Panzer retreat does hurt us in that sense, but they're both cheap and have Blitz. I'm not too worried about having to replay them. Alright, so get the conga line. I think we have it here, unless he's going to do something else. That's 5, and there's 9 right there. Good game. Alright, so second win there. Pretty convincing win too. So feeling pretty good about this this setup. We'll see you guys for round number 3. All right, round 3. Facing Brit, so a lot of different options. Mobilize. This is all very good. I'll keep it. Mobilize, Brit Air, Commandos. So it's definitely one of the nations where you've got to see the first couple cards they played to figure out what's going on their side. No turn 1 play for them, so potentially not Brit Air. Next turn we can get a Panzer in there, or just continue the Congo line. I think we just played 2 of the infantry regiments here. Next turn it might just be combat engineers, Panzer 35 to kill the Albacore. Yep, that is definitely going to be the play. Turn after, we're most likely going to bring the First Marines up because I have a feeling the Panzer 35 is not going to survive. So we'll have a 4-4 up there. Hopefully he doesn't buff this up too much to one-shot the First Marines on the turn after here. We'll see. Yep. Change of plans. Timely draw for us. I think we just want to get the Marines in here. Swing in for 2. Protect our HQ with the smoke screen. And then hopefully find a situation where we can take out one of these fighters here. So Buffalo is most likely going to trade with one of these. Unless he gets buffed. But if he gets buffed too large... Huh. Maybe he has another way of dealing the 1 damage to this First Marines. So with that being said, we are going to drop this first, just in case he had some sort of... What does he have? I'll take the bait. Let's see what he's got. Nothing. Okay. Got some bounce here if they decide to buff up a large airplane. Otherwise, we might just island hopping and start getting the value that way. Yeah, we're definitely just going to bounce that. Let's do it this way first. 3. That's what I wanted to see. And bring you up here. Awesome. So this point of the game, it's really just about out-tempoing them. So we've got some threats on the board. They don't. They're going to be playing threats to try to get rid of ours. And we just have, you know, units that aren't strong per se, but they're efficient with their bounce here. Yep. We will bounce that as well. We don't want them having any units on board if we can help it. Fair enough. 2. Bounce. Let's get smokescreen back on our on our HQ here. I can't imagine them being able to clear all these units out here, so I think we've pretty much got another W in our pocket. You know, 2 of their cards. Yep. It's not going to do it. Nope. All right, so 3-0, awesome start. See you guys for round number 4. Entering round 4 with a squeaky clean record, 3-0 here. Hopefully we maintain that. All right, so I think we really just want some of our early plays here, so I'm willing to get rid of everything. Yep. That's fine. Ooh, okay. Alright, so start the Congo line. Next turn, I'll just Red Devils and attack here because it still survives. Assuming it doesn't take the trade here. Yep. Fair enough, fair enough. So we have to be careful here because we'll, you know, they're definitely the aggressor in this matchup. So we'll need to pay attention to the headquarters and make sure that we're in a good spot here. Next turn we might just get the first Marines up there. Alright, thinking with that. I'll send up a Panzer here, try to maintain the front line here. Next turn we'll drop the first Marines into the front line. There is a argument to hold the first Marines until they get to the credit slots where they can play blitz aircraft and attack us. So there is that notion, but I'd rather just gum up the board right now if we can, because at some point we will need to kill our opponent, and a 4-4 does good work on that front. Yep. I think we're just gonna bounce that. Make him spend his credits there, redeploying if he wants to. So he can hit us for 4. We can 9 him. It's a little tricky. But I think this is how we want to do it here. Let's see, do we have it? Ooh, all right, so scary, but we got there. Maintaining our streak here. All right, guys. See you for the 5th and final round to see if we can 5-0 on this round of games. All right. Can we end on a perfect 5-0? Let's see. Facing US here. Maybe just drop the Californias. Yeah. So no turn 1 play on there, and makes me right away think ramp, but we'll see what their first place, no turn 2 play. Definitely makes me think ramp. If that's the case, then we are definitely the aggressor. And we'll need to be wary of that. I'm scared if they have the countermeasure that kills our unit if we attack the HQ, so I'm going to bring that up, and next turn I'll attack with the combat engineers first, try to bait it out if that's the case. So far it's seeming that way, doesn't it? So let's attack here first. Ah, it's something else completely. All right, so decisive defense, interesting. Okay. Oh Lord, another guard. Yep. I'm gonna push this back up here. I was hoping that the Red Devils took the buff, but that's fine. Yep. Let's move everything up to the front line here. They're probably going to play some sort of 7, which means we can pursuit and Hellcat. All right, war bonds. All right. Big things are going to happen, I assume. Let's just get a damage in here. Pass the turn. See what they got in store for us. We got this pursuit to deal with any guards. Yep. So we can go 3, 7. think we just do it like this. We'll let you die first if that's the case. Alright, they're at 6 here, so unless they've got some epic level board altering. I don't really care too much about that here. We have lethal, assuming they don't have any. Let's start here. Alright. Can we still get a 2? I believe so. Let's do it like this. All right. Marking that as a W, and that is 5-0. I believe that's the first one on the channel here, so games were pretty good. Never ever felt like we were in a position that we had to dig ourselves out of. Decks seemed really strong. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll catch you next time. Take care.